In realms long forgotten, there are tales of the Forest Kingdom, a place of honour and chivalry, known to some as the land of the Purple Dragon, but known to all as Cormyr.
Hi, I'm Tilda, and I'm playing Hiram, a half-orc paladin.
Hi, my name's Carl. I'm playing Cassie Donahue, human bard.
Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm playing Badger, a forest gnome monk.
Hi, my name is Anton, and I play Balthazar, a Warforged Cleric of Azuth.
Hi, my name is Elle, and I'm playing Slate, a changeling druid.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm playing Zombo, who is a halfling rogue/warlock.
And my name is Dan. I shall be the dungeon master on this adventure. Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
We all
Yeah,
good?
man.
Yeah.
Are we
Doing
excited?
Oui.
Are we ready? Ready for what's about to come?
I mean, we're just gonna go straight back into the forest. Is really what's going on.
Turn around, leave the burning floor behind.
We're like, nope.
Oh well.
That seems that's exactly what we've got prepared for tonight. Yeah, we are here. We are at the finale of level 8.
Assuming we get through this.
Assuming you get through it. Yeah, I hope you've got new characters lined up for the next session. If not,
I got Magnus, so you know.
I got Emily.
Unless both characters die now, which would be tragic.
I think if we're all ready, we just jump straight in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case,
100% should play Emily though. Be awesome.
I'm not going to lie, I love Hiram, but Emily would be so much more fun.
in the heart of the King's Forest, an event with nation-changing repercussions is about to take place. Oberskir versus Oberskir. The forces of the current and former rulers of Cormyr have come to blows in an easily overlooked ruined fort called Lymera. Front and centre of this conflict, the guild members of Warhounds Limited of Arabel, heroes of Hullock, saviours of the Silver Swords, kingmakers of Cormyr. Even now, the Warhounds struggle to place faith in one faction over the other, for both are led by an Oberskir whom they cannot completely trust. As Cormyrean draws the blood of fellow Cormyrean, the Warhounds have many difficult choices to make, and very little time to make them. But make them, they will. We find the Warhounds at the walls of Fort Lymera. On the sky overhead is tinged red. Embers blow out of the fort in front of you, and the sound of steel on steel ringing out into the dusk sky, dusk night, fills your ears. The doors, the gates of the keep have been blown open by some sort of the gates are blown open, heavy scorch marks marking the outside, and it is clear that however the loyalists made it in, it was abruptly and violently. Inside, you can see purple dragons desperately fighting against purple dragons, whilst the tents that they once slept in are ablaze, lighting up the courtyard. Fires reflect in the black glassy eyes of the changeling stood behind you, whilst next to them Barrence looks over your shoulders at the chaos in front of him, his mouth hanging open slightly. Warhounds Limited. Roll for initiative.
Ooh. I'm gonna get my classic cleric rolls out the way.
Okie dokie. Starting from the top. Balthazar, your initiative.
14.
Perfect. And Elle, what did Slate get?
Slate gets a 4.
Hey! And Badger.
24.
And Catcher.
15.
And Hiram.
12.
And Zumbo.
15.
Okay, perfect. In which case, top of the list, Badger, you see the carnage and the ongoing battle inside. What do you do?
I guess she's gonna squeak, probably shout something to her friends like, quick, our friends are in there. We must do something. And she's gonna rush forward. 5, 10, 15, oh dear. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and just sort of take stock of the scene around her.
Okay. So as you run into the courtyard, as I say, you can see purple dragons fighting purple dragons at a glance. Amidst the flickering light from the flames all around you, it's difficult to tell who's on which side as they battle one another.
Right.
What you can see from your position is that the two archways to your left and ahead of you are open, and there is fighting ongoing on kind of either side of you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. What else would you like to do?
I'm slightly wary of sort of rushing off too far, but I do feel as if she'd probably want to press in a little bit further. So she's going to kind of beckon to the others who are presumably, hopefully, breaking into a run behind her and kind of disappear off this way towards the next courtyard. So she's going to dash.
No worries.
Oh, hello. Oh.
Okay, we will come to that in a moment. Anything else, Badger?
No.
Cool.
Ominous.
Next up, the two changelings. Actually, beg my pardon. Move.
Oh.
Where is he?
Just below Drool.
Cool, perfect. Badger, as you rush in, you can hear the sounds of, like the sounds and screams of the soldiers fighting around you. Catcher, what do you do?
Catcher steps forward as she goes to follow Badger, slaps Hiram on the shoulder. It's like points where Badger's gone, after her, and casts haste on Hiram.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay. Zoom.
Catcher and Hiram are like the ultimate machine.
15, 20. Oh, there's a wall. No, I closed the door. 20,
Catcher goes up and closes the door.
skirting
Well, that's
around
done.
Yeah, that's that. Now I can see Badger.
Okay.
I will throw a bardic inspiration her way as she tries
cheers.
to enforce her
Lovely.
will. What's up? Whoa, okay, yep. That's a thing. That's a thing.
That is the thing. Right. Anything else to catch her?
That is all.
Cool. Zumbo.
Yeah, Zumbo's gonna watch Badger go and turn around to everyone else. You heard your bosun, move it! Start laying, pedaling after her.
Okay.
So it's 15, 20, 30. I'll bonus action dash as well. So that'd be 40, 45, and then I guess 50. That'll do me.
Perfect. Okay, so Zumbo, as you rush in, you can the heat from the burning tents is intense. It's almost like a physical wall of force that that's kind of holding you back. As you rush in, Balthazar.
Wait for me! I'll jump in. Can I measure? 30. Okay, so I'll have to go just behind Kasha there. Okay.
Perfect.
There we go. And I will cast Aid as well.
I'll recast it, yeah?
No, I think Hiram cast it first time. Is that right?
Oh! Yes, beg my pardon. Yes, you both have aid.
Yeah. Raise the staff, it will glow and go, I hope we'll be okay. And I will cast it at 4th level.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, so it's 15
my.
hit points to Kathia, Balthazar, and Zumbo.
Oh,
Wow.
Thanks very much.
an extra 15 hit points, is it?
That's incredible.
Blimey. Wow. Okay, so let's put that. So Katja. Who and who, sorry?
Kathia, Zumbo, and myself.
Zumbo. Cool. Perfect. Wham. Okay, so the three of you glow with divine energy as you feel yourself becoming sturdier.
Yeah. Who did Hiram target?
Badger,
And the
Yeah.
changelings.
and then a couple of the changelings, I think.
Oh, it's not them, Hiram. Think about us.
Wow.
Hiram.
Yeah. Hiram is going to follow everyone. So that's 30 feet. Oh, Badger is way ahead. So it's
Lucky you can catch up to her.
5. Oh, there's a wall, never mind.
So
How did you get up there?
Speedy
Did you
monk.
jump?
No, she's under the wall.
No, I'm going through the doorway.
Yeah, under the archway.
Oh, there's a...
Perfect. Okay, so anything else, Hiram, as you run in after
Wait.
Badger?
Wait. I'm trying to actually be outside so I can see what the heck is going on. There. And that's where I'm gonna stop. Oh!
Oh. Yeah. Cool. Anything else, Hiram?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. That changes things. Hold on. Hold on.
And then, could
Yes,
you
Anton.
just stop and start the music for me? Just to see if I can catch on to it.
Out of character, Julia, what's your AC at the moment as Badger?
It is 18.
18.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so Hiram is going to touch Badger on the shoulder and cast Shield of Faith.
Thanks.
Uh,
Okay, I'll remember that.
Pretty good.
shield icon. All the buffs.
So many puffs. Thank
All
you.
the boofs. Cool.
Here's a tune.
I mean, Badger is our Kakarot. She will Goku this.
What?
Draw.
Drool goes charging after everyone. Firstly, 15,
Oh.
20, 25, 30, and I guess he'll dash to come standing next to Badger.
Okay.
And that will be Jules' turn.
Slate.
So I will turn to Barents and the changelings. And I will say to the changelings, so do you have any kind of special skills in fighting and staying alive?
As you ask, you watch as the three changelings, like, they turn to look at you, and you watch as they transform back to their merchant forms. And Promise looks you square in the eye, and we have each other. And they all draw their knives, and yeah, they seem ready for the fight.
Okay. I will turn around to Barents and say, and I mean, I know you were a beast before, but now you're you again. You haven't done a lot of fighting in a long while, I don't think. I mean, I know you do, like, you've got many stories. I know there's many stories, but I mean, can you keep up?
Barents looks to you for one moment, and then with cat-like reflexes, like, flicks you round the back of the ear. And of course, I've still got it in me, Slate. See if you could keep up with me.
Okay, then that gives me my answer, and I will cast Longstrider on myself.
Okay.
And I will then look at Baz, and I will again. I want to. I say, listen. I know you don't like it, but it's all right for me to do this. And I'm gonna. You haven't met me before, but you need to meet me, and I want to turn into Ameline.
Okay.
Because I want to be a fiery boy today.
Nice.
That
And
is all that I'm about.
As you transform in front of him.
And then I'll look around and I look great, don't I? And then that's everything, right?
Movement?
Yes. Can I dash or just run? Just run, right?
Just run, yeah.
Wah, 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 wah. But I've got 10 feet.
You can get to here.
So
just next about the top.
I've got 10 feet more, right?
30 feet. Yeah.
Well, no, because I'm...
Longstrider.
Oh, beg pardon,
Longstrider.
sorry. Yes.
So I will go here. Thank you.
Zoom.
Is that moving? Oh, it's not moving for me. Well, no, it's not moving for me. I don't know why it doesn't let me do that. Anyway, here we go. Bum, 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 bum.
Zoom.
Boom.
Okie dokie. Right. So, Warhounds, as you rush in, Barents and the changelings follow in behind you, and as they kind of they rush in. Those of you, so you can see that Hiram and Badger have made a break for the main courtyard. And Badger and Hiram, the thing that has stopped you is that in front of you, you are walled off from the main courtyard by a long wall of flame that sits in front of you. And as you rush in, you can see 3 purple dragons desperately trying to hold off some loyalists. As you come bursting in, you hear a cry of surprise from your left, and notice that there is a war wizard currently channeling, concentrating and channeling magic into the firewall. And as he turns to look at you, and while staff in one hand, draws a short sword with the other, he looks to you. Whilst this happens in the background, Barents takes one look at you, Ameline, and says, well, all of you, and he shouts, you deal with them and we'll go the other way. We'll see who gets there first! And you watch as he, Ameline, it looks like he trips and stumbles, and as he falls onto all fours, he and turns into a direwolf.
Amazing.
And with a howl, the changelings and barons go bounding off towards the training area.
They all climb aboard the direwolf and head off.
Yeah.
As he does that, I'm going to turn around to all the friends around and go, I can do that too, you know, it's not that big a deal.
I mean, you did turn into a giant snake once, so I don't disbelieve you.
Badger, the as you rush in, the war wizard's drawn a sword and says to you, "Warhounds, hurry! We've got them on the ropes!" He shouts. What do you do?
Oh no. Hatcher looks up at Hiram and sort of shrugs and summons Ezoured right next to the war wizard.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe on the cart might be quite fun. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And she's gonna point at the war wizard and say, "It was him." And Ezoured's gonna take the 2 attacks on the war wizard. Force damage. You've gotta love it.
I mean, this is plausible deniability. I like it. I didn't hit him. The ghost did.
Exactly. It's a normal
Holds up in court.
It's a 15.
Okay, the war wizard turns round just in time to get Ezoured. This Zerai appears behind the war wizard and punches him in the side of the temple for 11 damage.
Force, and then we're going to do another.
Uh-huh.
It's a 14 this time.
Okay, Ezoured punches so hard that the war wizard kind of staggers and the cart rocks, and Ezoured just misses on the second attack.
Okie dokie. Yeah.
However,
and I guess, yeah, she's probably gonna. Oh, good lord!
Okay.
Had to be a natty 20 for his con check, didn't it?
Yeah, the war wizard turns around. His ears ringing as Ezoured kind of pulls back and goes into a martial stance. Anything else, Badger?
Bad, Ezoured! Definitely don't do that again. Okay, thank you! Oh, sorry, I'm not meaning to control Ezoured, I'm meaning to control Badger. And she didn't actually go within his range, she's sort of running around.
Sure.
And just sort of getting into a better position. Okay, done!
Okay, the war wizard... as this ghost materializes, and... So what he's going to do... He's gonna... Okay. He fully believes that the Raedrans have a weird noseless elf ghost fighting for them. So he will...
Well,
he turns around and point blank fires out some magic missiles, which...
and Ezoured goes...
Ooh! And Ezoured dissipates. Okay, very good. And the loyalist, the war wizard, turns around and... Beware, they have a necromancer! He shouts. Catcher, what do you do?
Well, I think firstly, if you want to get avoiding the combat, get to here. I'm trying to think what's the best. I need a single word to break his concentration.
Ooh.
I can't think of one of all the things. I just imagine she goes up as he sort of dissipates Ezoured. She walks up and she sort of just whispers, casting. Sorry, what was that, Anton?
Call him a turnip. Yeah. That's what I'm proposing.
I didn't catch that. Your signal kept breaking up, so I actually didn't catch that again.
A turnip.
Call him a turnip.
Yeah, call a
Command
turnip.
him to turnip.
Carl,
Yeah.
or you can turn to him and say, only you can prevent forest fires.
It needs to be a single word if I'm casting command.
I think it can be like a couple of words, can't it?
You
it's
speak
command.
a one word command.
I thought you were doing cutting words or
That's what I thought.
vicious mockery. That's why I was saying call him a
You
turnip.
could say cease.
Turnip
Cease.
is not a good
Actually, I
command.
like that one. Yeah, ceased. Cease. So she sort of gets close and she just whispers in his ear, cease.
Okay.
Uh,
I succeed.
Oh.
Okay. So, as you walk up to the wizard and cease in his ear, he looks to you for a moment and like he blinks for a few seconds, and then you see his eyes kind of dim slightly as he loses the concentration.
Ooh.
And the wall of fire dissipates. As you do that, though, he then blinks at you for a few seconds and... What are you doing? He shouts, and he wheels on you aggressively. You let them through! Anything else, Katya?
No, you did that of your own accord. I did nothing.
Zumbo.
Yeah. Zumbo will run to there. Okay, so I can see a very angry-looking war wizard shouting at Katya. Can I? And
You can indeed.
okay. I tell you what, I'll go to there because I'll be able to see him anyway. And yeah, if I can see him shouting at Katya, I'll assume that he needs to be dealt with. And so Zumbo is going to lob some balls of water at him.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see this wizard is squaring up to Katya, brandishing a sword aggressively.
Cool. So 23 for the first one,
That is a hit.
and then 15 for the second one.
That is also a hit.
Okay. So 20 force damage. And he's also ending up in that flaming tent.
Oh no! He's going to catapult over the cart.
Yeah.
Right, in which case, yeah, you fling him back as you run around the corner. 2 bolts of water knock him clear. The cart flips as he goes flying through it. He's moved through 2. He's in 2 squares of fire, so he takes a further 11.
He's now a fire mage.
Yeah, he just disappears into the burning tents. Like cries of pain coming from his direction. Anything else, Zumbo?
Zumbo just put his hand on Katya's shoulder and go, was he bothering you, Katya?
I think he was about to. But I don't think we have to worry about him anymore. And I think we may have just chosen a side as a result of this.
No, the report will mention that he tripped and fell into the burning tent.
Look like he fell to me, Katya.
He tripped over 20 feet.
Yeah, he's very wet. He might be okay.
Danger of long beards, that is.
Yeah, but thank you, Zumbo.
Bonus action, Zumbo?
I'll probably just dash to get to stand by Badger,
Okay.
kind of rapier in hand, I guess.
Yep,
Yeah,
there
right
is. Balthazar.
I'm gonna move forward. I think I can move there. Cool. And I'm gonna cast Bless on Hiram Badger and Zumbo. Because I'm just a buff machine.
I'm running out of icons to give you. Kira.
And Badger's slowly disappearing in icons.
I'm not going to be visible behind all the buffs.
Okay. Right. We have
I
lots
remember
of
what all
buffs.
these are. Oh my god.
Okay. So, so for reference, Zumbo is aided and blessed. Badger is aided, bardically inspired, shield of faith and blessed. Hiram is hasted and blessed. Balthazar and Katya are both aided. And
Super aided.
Slate is long-strided.
Yeah.
Oh, turns out I thought haste. No, it is a concentration spell. Never mind. Carry on.
Haste is concentration.
Yeah. I just didn't see the C for a second, and then I just did. Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Balthazar?
That's my turn.
Okay. Hiram. I mean, you're here. You can see that whilst this wizard has just been blown off into the distance by Zumbo's spells, there are still a number of purple dragons fighting purple dragons in front of you, blocking the way.
Okay, so that decides who we are fighting with, and I am going to I'm gonna go help the Raedran person who is 2 against 1.
Okay.
So
yeah, there appears to be a recruit struggling to hold their own against a blade and a tail sword.
okay, I'm gonna try to knock them out.
Okay.
So first one.
Just to note, and then I will cast Shillelagh as a cantrip bonus action.
Cool. No worries.
That's the first one, non-lethal, please.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Right, so you run up and then with the pommel of Argentus, you boom on the helmet of the tail sword, who rocks heavily.
I am really sorry. Toing.
Perfect. He hasn't turned. Your second attack.
I'm gonna go for his legs. I'm gonna try to swipe them.
Yeah.
Because I am focusing on a specific thing, do I roll with disadvantage or just normal?
No. Are you trying to knock him over?
Yeah, I'm trying to make him prone.
In which case, give me a athletics check.
Okay. And I am blessed. Does it count? Yeah.
I think it's not for checks. You need a guidance.
Oh, not for checks. In that case, don't worry.
That's fine. So he and falls over prone as you sweep his legs out.
And then, because I have plenty of movement left, I'm gonna step over here and try to knock him on the helmet and do the same thing.
Okay. No, knock him prone as well, yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think I can only do. Oh my.
No, so basically you can shove them. Well, you can shove him prone. So. Oh, you're just clobbering him.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, just on the head. Doink.
Okay. Perfect.
Hoping that his body will take him out from the fire when the time is right.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Maybe. Perfect. Okay, so everyone, you watch as Hiram just rushes forward, pommel strikes the first tail sword, and then kicks the tail sword's legs out. When the blade turns to look to see what's happened, the blade is met with a fist, which just knocks him half unconscious. Anything else, Hiram?
Yes, I think I'm going to look at the recruit and say, please get out of here.
Oh, thanks, mister! says the recruit.
And then just turn around to the others and go like, let's go!
Draw.
Can I just say, for future reference, Bardic Inspiration is ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws.
Yes.
Oh, but I rolled a bless, not the Bardic Inspiration, but thank you.
It was a bless, was it? Okay.
Yeah. I
thought it was
forgot
Bardic.
I forgot what I had, so.
Fair enough.
So what have I got on me? I've got aid, and what's the other symbol?
Concentration.
Oh, okay, cool. So Drool goes walking in, and Katya points at the tell sword. So Drool goes up to the tell sword, goes to sort of bite at his tabard. For is it advantage? Is he distracted or just a normal attack?
Normal attack.
Normal attack. 19.
That's a hit.
That is a hit. So he deals him 9 non-lethal damage. He starts pulling him about. I think. Or let's do it. Stag stares collar as he actually goes charging at the tell sword, starts barking, and then you get a sort of like Back to the Future style with sparks, and then the bull appears, and he just thump.
Okay. So this tell sword. Right. So first off, he fails that as well. Right. So you watch as Drool grabs this tabard, pulls hard enough that you hear the tabard rip, but with enough force the tell sword is pulled backwards, and like feet are off the ground just as Drool like headbutts up, and this tell sword is launched and lands in a crumple. It's just a mess. And then yell like barks Drool as this tell sword boom, lands in a heap. Anything else, Drool?
That'll be all, thank you.
Okay. And then Slate.
So I'll just run to everyone. But I'll be at 40 foot because faster now. Fitter, happier, stronger, all that kind of stuff. If I can get through the door, which I think is there.
Yeah, you did it.
And then I will look around and say, we don't have to kill anyone, do we? Is it a killing kind of thing? We're just rescuing, right? We're not. I mean, are we on either side? We just want to get in and out, right? In and out.
I mean,
yeah, that's why the loyalists are just real clumsy, Slate.
Cool. And then I will turn into an Aurochs, please.
Sure. Hang on, let me...
Oh, before I do, I'll say, excuse me.
Right. So Ameline runs in, says her piece, and then, excuse me, and then you watch as she morphs and transforms into a ginormous bull yak-like creature that makes a noise, and there is a the tell sword on the floor just opens his eyes just in time to God! It's this Auroch kind of tramples on him. Right. Well, yes, Slate. You are now an Auroch.
Yay!
Just gonna
can I move forward then?
Yeah, absolutely.
I will just push everyone out of the way with my horns.
Okay, yeah.
And I will move. So I've gone 40 foot.
So you now have an extra 20 foot of movement.
Sweet! I will go the extra 20 foot then, please, just to get out of the way. But I'll just be like, get out, move, nudging everyone. They can attack if they want, I don't care. I'm an Aurochs, I don't care.
Right, okay, so as you charge through the courtyard, the purple dragons jump out the way. Perfect. So meanwhile, Barents and the changelings are going hell for leather. As there's skittle noises as these purple dragons are kind of knocked aside by this charging Auroch. Ahead of you, you see, through the carnage emerges Axakas and Helenus. And they step out the way of this this Orc, running through the flaming fort. And yeah, they they kind of see you. They rush up, and you see Helenus kind of as she's running, just shooting arrows like on point into loyalists. You notice that none of them are vital body shots. They seem to be incapacitating shots, and before long, this purple dragon takes takes arrows, 2 knees, and
Oh no, that's
Yeah, you say they're not,
incapacitating.
but it's a lifelong problem
I know
after
David's
that.
been adventurous before
He's
then.
got a promising career as a Skyrim guard ahead of him.
Yeah.
yeah, see, it was only 4 damage. It's fine. So yeah, the dragon drops to the floor with an arrow, jutting just at the bottom of his foreleg, and yeah, as Helenus rushes through, you see the war wizard kind of stagger out of the burning tent and "Traitors!" he says, just in time for Axicas to like she lifts her hands. You see magic symbols glitter from her fingers, and this wizard just "Traitor!" lifts his staff up to point it at you. It just freezes in spot, and she no, she says. She holds him in place. Helenus and Axicas look to you lot, and Helenus shouts, "You're late!" she says.
A bard is never late. Technically, not early either.
So
I'll make whatever Auroch sound is. I imagine it's like a kind of thing.
pretty spot on. In which case, as Helenus kind of rushes up to you, she it's good to see you. We'll take these soldiers and we'll sweep through, but you carry on, she says. And they and the Raedran forces kind of squeeze past you, and they rush off to in the direction that you came. So you can now see the main courtyard. You can see the tower, like the command tower. There are more fighting soldiers sprawled out in front of you. Some soldiers in particular that you do notice are Agatha Fish and a number of the Women of the Woods, squaring off against Caven Tor and some Tell Swords. And at the top of round, Badger, what do? You can see the Lionar and Agatha squaring off.
I think Badger's probably, as she's running past all these tents, she's probably shouting, "Renna! Renna! Where are you?" Obviously not fully expecting to get a reply, but just hoping that maybe she'll catch a glimpse of her or hear her voice. But yeah, she's kind of running in the direction of that skirmish over there.
Okay.
30, 35, 40, and then I guess...
as you approach,
yeah,
both Caven and Agatha turn to look at you, and in unison they shout, "Badger!" And then they stop and look at one another, and then look back at you and realise what's happening.
right.
Oh,
Badger's going to shoot her shot here, and she's going to start as she... Let's say she is using a key point to dash as a bonus action. She's going to start moving towards Caven and say, "Caven, listen. You don't want to be on the wrong side of history here. Please, we can talk about this." And she's going to dodge.
Okay, that, just real quick, that sounds like...
Oh, does it?
That sounds like
Yeah.
a persuasion check, Badger.
It's going to be with a bardic on top, I suspect.
Yeah.
Am I #blessed?
You are #blessed as well.
But-
That does
can't-
not apply to this. Got it.
No,
Okay.
you're. Yes, you are. It's right.
I am blessed, but it will not count for this because it's an
Correct.
ability check. Got it. Normal. It's a 10 plus a D8. Is it?
Yup.
Okay, let's see. 15.
All right.
You shouting out to Caven makes him pause, and as he looks to you, and you can see like the confusion. Like the confusion is written clearly across his face as he tries to process that. Wait, are the warhounds aren't? Yeah, you see him beginning to piece it together, but he's just dumbstruck. Anything else that you want to do on your turn?
Maybe kind of just hold a hand out to Agatha and the two women of the woods, just in a sort of give them a minute kind of gesture, so that they don't use his hesitation as an excuse to just murder.
Okay. Caven Tor looks at you for a moment, and he's dumbstruck. The two Tellswords flanking him. "Sir, orders!" they shout, and Caven just. You are toasty, so we don't need you. Agatha.
Go to skewer him.
Oh. Okay, you see Agatha and the two women of the woods with their bows drawn, aimed at him, and as you hold your hand up and you tell them to stop, and like Agatha slackens her bow and kind of gestures to the others to wait, and you see the women of the woods, they're still ready to fire bows, but they haven't fired the arrows yet, and they look at you warily. Catcher.
I need you here, Katya.
Yep. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh no. Can you dash, so at least you're involved in whatever happens?
I'm in range for something.
Okay.
If you guys are all right with it.
Well,
That's not a good start, Carl.
depends
Just want
what
to
it
say.
is.
Well.
Look, it's always good to try new things.
Well, it's not a
once
new
again,
thing. I mean, I could try and just convince him normally. Or we cannot. And then we go for normal afterwards.
Can I just say?
I mean, it will be that much harder if you
Didn't we
fail.
do enough damage to this poor guy? He's been enscrolled. What
Enthralled
is the word?
before.
Enthralled. Lied to. He is in a
Well,
burning fort.
Let's see if he's gonna be enthralled again.
Oh boy.
She screams, "Caven Tor! Order the surrender!" As she casts suggestion.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
As you shout and Caven looks over to you, Katya.
Son of a bitch.
Oh,
He sways for a moment and then stops, opens his eyes, looks at you, and "You would turn your back on the crown!" he shouts, and they turn to wheel on you. Agatha at that point then shouts, "Now!" And the three of them all fire longbows at the Lionar whilst he's distracted. Two of them ping off his armor, but Agatha's shot lands true, doing 12 damage to the Lionar, who, as the arrow strikes him deep. Anything else, Catcher?
Do you know what would cut more?
I think I've done enough.
Do you know what's going to cut more than that shot to the body is going to be that arrow to the heart when he
The
realizes.
betrayal.
Betrayed him.
His friends, the Warhounds.
His heroes, the Warhounds.
Zumbo. It looks like these purple dragons have just turned hostile.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Zumbo's gonna run as fast as he can towards Badger. Oh. So I'm gonna have to dash bonus action to get there. Because of my little legs. Oh, what do I want to do? Feels like a time for spell slots, doesn't it? Or spell slot singular.
No, save it.
Okay, Betty is going to... Oh... No, I'll just stand there sort of pointing my rapier at Caven Tor and go, "You don't want to do this, lad. Time to go home." Just kind of ready a sort of defensive pose, I guess.
Okie dokie. Balthazar?
I'm gonna move forward to here. Why am I not moving? No. Yeah, I was gonna move here. There we go. And I believe I can cast this spell, which is Fairy Fire. Cast spell.
Oh, okay. So as you rush into the courtyard next to Katya, ahead of you, Zumbo and Badger just like frantically waving arms at the. Oh boy! Waving arms.
Are the ones with the red bands our guys?
Raedrans, yeah, the ones with the red.
Whoops. Butler will wave his stuff and go, "Hey, go away! Leave us alone!" And just.
So you can do that.
Yeah, sure. And they'll just be covered in sort of the same blue light that emanates out of his staff, and it will kind of just stick to them.
Okie. Right, so they all need to make dexterity saves. One of them passed. Caven fails.
Yeah.
So it's just Caven. Caven's
Right.
been fairy fired.
He's been blued.
Okay, let's do
Oh,
that.
it's concentration. Ah, shit.
Do you want to retcon?
Yes, sorry, I
Is
forgot
it?
concentration. I would have actually preferred blessed than this.
Okay.
If that's okay?
Yeah. Right, Balthazar, what do you do?
Yeah, I'll move up to here. Here.
Dash
That's
through?
the turn. Yeah.
Okay. Hiram. Caven Sword does not seem pleased.
No. No, he's not, is he? Ugh. You know what? Might as well join the party at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's canting. Yeah, actually I think that's 50, 5, 60. Feel free to double check my my counting because my math is awful. I think I can get to here.
Where did Hiram start from? Can somebody ping?
Oh, hold on. From.
Hiram started all the way back here.
Yep.
Yeah, 60.
Awesome. How much actually did I hear of the conversation? Because there is a battle going on and I was a bit further away.
There is a battle. You would have heard all of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've heard Badger kind of making protestation noises, and then, you heard Caven shout, "You return on the king!"
Oh shoot. Okay,
Yeah, as you approach, you can see he looks vexed. Especially now that there's an arrow jutting from under his like hit his armor, slid along into his shoulder. And actually, as you approach, you watch as he snaps the shaft off.
Oh, that can't be good for you. Yeah, I think Hirami just gonna look him in the eye like, I really am sorry for this, and I'm gonna try to punch him in the face.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna try to punch him in the face 3 times.
Not that sorry then.
You're the Hulk Buster. Go to sleep.
So he didn't pass his check for the fairy fire, right? So I roll with advantage.
There was no fairy fire.
There was no verifying it.
Retconned it.
Yeah, you still got blessed though.
That I do. 20.
Okay. So, as an aside, as you approach, you can see that he and the Tell Swords kind of bring up shield, like form a traditional purple dragon shield wall, raising their armor. But you just barrel straight through it and just go straight for the jaw.
Yeah.
And that's a hit.
That's 13.
13. Okay. Ooh, says Caven.
Then a 17.
He brings bless.
20 again.
So he brings the shield up to try and block, and then you come low and get him in the side for 12 more damage.
And before the very last one, I say like, please just close. Please just go down. Please just go down. No, not device smite. I clicked the wrong thing. Retcon that.
Okay, right.
Too late.
Very difficult to make radiant damage non-lethal.
Exactly.
Very tricky. There's an art to it.
And 21.
Okay.
And that's 13.
So yeah, and as he staggers you, bring your elbow down on him for 13 damage. Oh my god. Okay, and Caven Tor is just swaying on his feet, but he, and as you say, please go down. Yeah, as you bring your elbow down, he recoils, he staggers, and he slowly rights himself, and you will pay for that, he says.
I know.
Draw!
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Let's have a repeat performance against this guard here. So grabbing hold of the tabard.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Draw as Draw swoops in, getting that close to the tent, he loses all of his momentum and doesn't even go in for the attack. So the charge hasn't been spent, if nothing else. Anything else, Draw?
That will be all.
Okay, here comes the pain train. Go, Slate, go!
I mean, I don't feel like I can really go because like all my buddies are in front of me. I don't want to just bash into my friends. That'd be really bad.
We can
Take it. We are blessed.
We'll do. Yeah.
Oh,
Now you said that.
I think you should go lick Caven Thor. Just give him a big cow lick.
I mean, he's really far away. He's behind.
As an aside, because you are
all the
large,
friends.
you can actually move over Badger and Zombo without penalty.
Fabulous.
So there is a
Let's do
perfectly
that.
Auroch-sized hole for you to fit through.
I'm not
Is there
really
a penalty
that
to us?
bothered. I'm not really interested in like attacking people. I'm just more interested in finding who we need to get found and then get out of here. So
And the Auroch was
if
the
I go
shape.
here, I mean, I wanted to get through a crowd. It's difficult to get through a crowd when you're just one woman. But if you are one Aurochs, you can do anything you want when it comes to big crowds.
Auroch life.
That was where I wanted to go.
Okay.
I want to do that, so I've moved 30 foot. I'm going to turn back in to Ameline, because I'm not really that bothered about being a pain train. Oh, or Badger.
Into Amelie, there you are.
And then with my last 10 foot, I'll move over here and just go turn to everyone. Go. Are we looking for Magnus and Rena, or are we just what? Are we killing or?
As you ponder these life questions, you can hear all sorts of carnage going on in the training area to the north, and Badger at the top of turn. Hiram is just 1, 2, 3 comboed Caven, and yeah, the Lionar looks ready to exact revenge. What do you do?
Badger's gonna shout to Slate, yes, find Rena, find Magnus! And she's actually gonna go and do exactly that. Sorry, guys. So she's
It's okay,
gonna say,
I've got a plan.
good luck, everyone! And she's going to run for it. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And she's gonna start calling out, Rena! And she's gonna dash and keep looking. It's sort of glancing into all the tents as she runs past.
Yep.
Because that's where we left her.
Badger, as you get to the end of the tents, specifically the one that you know that Rena was in, you find it empty.
Ha! Fiddlesticks! And I guess that's me.
Okay.
Can I just have a look around just to see like who I can see? Is there anyone I can see like not fighting? Are there any Rena shaped figures hanging around in eyeshot?
If you give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh dear.
Because of all of the fire and smoke.
Because of all the fire. It is an 11.
Through the heat haze and the smoke and embers, you just can't see. You can see back from where you came, but
I understand.
Elsewhere you cannot. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Caven looks to. Oh no. Caven looks to you, Hiram, and like has just wiped his mouth off and said, "You'll pay for that," he says, and he brings a sword down once.
Oh my god! Yeah, that is.
He was not
6
kidding.
damage.
Oh, for a crit. That's all.
Okay, I
Twice.
think that. Yes.
No, it's a miss because you got haste.
True. That's a miss.
Okay, so it just kind of slides off your shoulder, Pauldron, as you hastily slide to the side, and then 3 times
That does hit.
for 11 damage.
That actually
And-
does smart a bit.
Yeah, and he swings the first time and shouts, "For King!" He swings, and as he hits you the second time, "For Cormyr!" he shouts, and then kind of drops back into a defensive pose. The other tail swords alongside him, they move round to flank you, and the first one misses twice, and the other ones miss as you. with your hastened speed, you manage to parry and dodge their attacks.
I imagine here I'm just like, not nigh, not nigh.
And whilst that happens, oh no. I think she's yeah. As you distract all of the tail swords both tail swords and Caven, Agatha shouts, "Fire!" Sorry, knock! Release! She shouts. The first arrow pings off The second arrow pings off. She then, with her commands to the other women of the woods, they also knock and release. There's a flurry of arrows, Hiram, that kind of fly past your head, like upsettingly close. But you see him kind of ping off the shield wall, except for one last one, which hits Caven in the side as he's not looking. "Got the bastard!" shouts the woman of the woods. Katya.
Katya looks at the fight. She's like, no, not like this, not like this. And she sort of looks around for Badger, can't see her. She's like, oh God, I hope Ezoured's right about this. And she looks over to Caven Tor, focuses on him, and because he is someone she can see, she will telepathically communicate with him. But using her skills as an actor, and she spent long enough with him, she will use his own voice against him. And she will start saying, "What am I doing? This is wrong. These are Cormyreans. I'm fighting Cormyreans. I need to stop this. I need to stop this now."
Okay.
Inspiration for Carl?
Yeah, for sure.
I already have it, unfortunately.
Already have it,
never mind then.
Okay. Right.
Are you my conscience?
Yes, I am.
Right. So, Katya, I'm going to need I'm going to call this a performance check.
So, question: Do I have disadvantage at the moment, or do I have normal? Because if I have normal, I have advantage. If I have disadvantage, I have normal. Through the actor's skill.
So you are still exhaustion level 1. And this is
with disadvantage. So
it's
normal.
just normal.
So that will be 16.
Okay. And you watch as Caven just stop through it. Like he as he's just dropped into a pose. He's just watched Hiram just parry and block everything. And as he takes a step back, you see him just he's looking around, trying to press his chin into his shoulder as he hears this noise in his head. He's utterly incapacitated. Yeah, he doesn't
This
know
poor guy, man. He's had the
doesn't know
worst
what's
time
happening.
when it comes to Katya.
Yeah, he really has.
Anything else, Katya?
I'll then just run up to join the others, wiping, really trying to focus on him. But she just runs up to the others, we need to stop this fight now.
Zumbo.
So when you say Caven's incapacitated, what's Zombo actually seeing? Because he obviously hasn't heard Katya do any of that.
Caven Tor looks like he's about 12 pints deep. He's staggering, his head's lolling side to side. He's trying to, he's shaking his head as if. In the past you've seen people under extreme magical mental duress, and that's what it seems Caven's doing.
Right. Okay.
He's stunned right now, basically.
Sure. I don't think that would change Zombo's plan. So yeah, he's going to basically he is running around, flanking. So I guess this Tellsword here could have a swing at him if he wanted.
He's gonna have a pop at you.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so the Tellsword catches you for 5 damage as you shimmy past.
Just go, but then once I'm successfully behind Kazar, I'm going to basically use my wooden leg to kick him in the back of his knee and go, "Oi, over here!" And then jab at him with my rapier.
Okay. And you get advantage because he's stunned.
Okay, fine. Somebody probably hasn't noticed. Sure. That's good. 22 then.
That is a hit.
Yeah, plus bless if I need it. Okay,
Very
cool.
much a hit.
Oh no, that's not good. So 6 damage base, and then I do get sneak attack because there's no one else within 5 feet.
Impressive, Matthew.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good.
Okay, so a total of 9
9.
damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't have to dash, so I think Betty will summon a tentacle as a bonus action.
Yeah.
So if I can just put... Oh,
Give Balthazar something to fight.
yeah, exactly. So that
I
is
love Balthazar's hatred for the tentacles.
Yes.
So,
Obviously evil.
yeah, Zumbo, as you like jab at the back of the Lionar, there is a splash of water, and you hear the sound of like the instant as the water from the tentacle splashes onto the nearby tents and immediately kind of sizzles up. And what does the tentacle do?
It lashes at Cave and Tor and rolls a 9 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do
Do I have advantage?
advantage because thingy
Great.
stunned.
Can I apply bless to this as well, or is
Unfortunately, yes, you can because it's
it's
your...
a melee spell attack? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So
Don't bother on that one though,
no, that's fine.
or that
Oh.
one actually.
Oh.
That was quite a set of rolls.
So this tentacle rips out the ground and flops around a little bit, and you hear one of the tail swords shout, "My time more! What's that?" He shouts. Anything else, Umbo?
No, oh, I think so.
Balthazar.
Balthazar will rush to Hiram's side, and he'll go, "Hey, leave him alone!" And he'll raise his staff, and it will light up with green and blue flame, and he's gonna whack him on the head.
The tail sword or Caven?
The tail sword.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do GFP. Oh, that did not work. Gonna try that again. Oh, my micro not work. Slash R.
Green flame blade, yeah?
Try that. Oh, I need to roll to hit first. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah. Is it? Normal?
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, that hits.
So we can use the other one, which is 8 damage.
To the tail sword.
Yeah, plus I think it jumps to either Kevin Thor or the purple dragon tail sword.
Yeah. Caven Tor doesn't look great. The other tail sword looks pristine. Who's it jumping to?
Let's say the other tail sword. I think I get an extra D8. Is that right?
I think it's just it's your plus your spell mod, so
Oh, is it?
+3.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess.
There you go. So that was D8. Voila.
Okay. Perfect. So yeah, Hiram, you watch as Balthazar clouts one tail sword, and this kind of ring of flame rips out and hits, like strikes both tail swords, who kind of bring up their shields to shield themselves from it. They are distracted. Hiram, what do you do?
Panic, I think.
Panic.
Panic.
A bit, deep in my
It's
heart.
a bold play.
Actually, I think first Hiram is gonna turn to Agatha and say, "Kindly please stop murdering him, we got this."
Okay.
Huh.
And then I'm gonna punch him in the face again.
Okay, sure. You get advantage on it this time because he's
Okay.
he's got Katya on the mind.
So that's 25.
Okay. How is it you hit him?
Like straight up just in the face.
Okay, so yeah, as you turn to Agatha and say, "Stop where he got it," and then just uppercut
backslap.
Caven, and he goes a full foot off the, like a few feet off the ground, and then just sprawls out unconscious on the floor. As that happens, the other two sellswords kind of... Well, they look at you in bewilderment. Hiram, your other attacks?
Before the other attack, I would like to look the two other sellswords in the face and say, you can stay here, and the same thing will happen to you. We can grab him, take him to safety, and just stay out of this.
Okay. The two sellswords take one look at you, and they look at Caven Tor and the fact that you just flawlessly parried all of their attacks moments ago, and they stoop down, they grab the sellsword, and they begin to make an escape. Is anyone opportunity attacking them on the way out?
100%, yeah.
Hey!
Okay.
Oh,
So
no.
as you...
Probably not with my rapier. I'd probably stick my wooden leg out as they're running.
So
it's a half-hearted attempt.
Yeah.
So some
like
of
a
them...
little kick me on their back as they go.
Okay, so yeah, one of them kind of trips over a little bit as you kind of kick him on the
Yeah,
back of the
you're better on.
and they run off with Caven Tor. Okay, and as you watch them kind of running off, you hear an explosion, and through you watch as from the training area comes Barents, the Changelings, and at the forefront, Magnus Coppleton.
Yeah.
All four of them on the direwolf, jumping through the flame.
So
Love it.
as you watch as they all come barreling, like they storm the wall of fire, disappears. Magnus at the front as he runs in, sees you, like sees his tentacle, and just instinctively takes a swing at it, but stops, looks to you, and like sees the fighting going on. You see Barents and the changelings kind of disperse to help the Raedran soldiers, and Magnus turns to you and, "Where's Raedra?" he shouts.
Where's Renna? We shout back. I shout back.
"Who's Renna?" he shouts back.
She's more important.
And noticing that Raedra is not with you, he decides to, he pushes straight past you.
I am
and-
intrigued as to how the changelings and Baz managed to convince Magnus.
I mean, three merchants show up on a dire wolf. Wouldn't you just be like, yeah, okay, yeah, no.
How did they know what side to fight? That's what I want to know.
So Hiram, as you're kind of sit there like watching Magnus kind of barreling around, but you still have some movement left. What would you like to do?
I would like to run somewhere.
It seems that
Definitely.
Magnus is heading towards the command tower.
I'm gonna go towards the command tower, because why not?
Okay.
There is it.
Behind us here.
Just here, to the southeast of you.
Okay. Yeah, because Badger got this. She knows what she's looking for.
What's that?
You got this. You know what you're looking for.
Okay.
That's
Hiram,
30.
as you kind of climb the stairs, to the few steps, the short flight steps up to the command tower, and you peer in, you see in front of you a purple-robed woman. You realise the Alaphon from the Stagsteads, with a hand and her staff out, and she appears to be channeling magics, and on her knees in front of her is Raedra, screaming, and the Alaphon, you hear the Alaphon say, "That's right, empty your pretty little mind of memories. Tell me everything you know. Where is she? Where's Renna?"
Dan,
Yes.
I have 30 feet left of my movement.
Mm-hmm.
I have not used 2 of my attacks. Can I rugby tackle her?
You can indeed.
Yay!
Nope.
I'm sure it's gonna end well. It's fine. What can go wrong?
Okay, the Alaphon is utterly clueless. So it's effectively a surprise. You get advantage on this attack.
Okay. So that's a 22. And you know what?
That's a hit.
Just because I'm blessed, it's 26.
It's definitely a hit.
Less than highly favored.
17 damage.
Okay.
And then with my last attack, actually, because I said this would be a rugby tackle, can I push her? Do I need to roll something for that?
Well, so okay, if you're rugby tackling her, basically you manage to you run in and just kind of shoulder down into her side, and you knock her clean over the table, and she just
Awesome.
like she does a full cartwheel over the table.
Right.
And was there anything else you wanted to do in your turn now? Because you noticed as you do that, like she hits her head on the way over. Yeah, was there anything else you were doing on you would like to do on your turn?
I mean, does she seem conscious?
Well, she goes over the table, she lands in a crumple on the floor, and and then stands up slowly, looks to you, and "What are you doing?" she says. But you've noticed that on on her knees, Raedra's just She stops screaming, and suddenly her eyes focus into pinpoints.
So to answer her question, like, what are you doing? Like, something really stupid. And then I look down at Raedra and just nod at her to get out of here. And yeah.
Next to your foot, you notice Raedra's sword.
I pick it up.
Okay. As you pick it up, like Raedra like surges to her feet, looks to you, holds a hand out.
I give it to her, but I still don't like you.
She takes the sword from you, and she looks at you and "Noted," she says, and then in one fell swoop, she puts a strong foot forward and then swings the sword, and the Alaphon's head separates.
Yo.
Oh, that's nasty.
Raedra doesn't mess around.
Whoop.
And then Raedra stops for a
Raedra.
moment, and then looks up at you and "Renna. We have to find Renna," she says.
How did you lose her?
They didn't know
whatever,
about
let's go.
her.
To be fair, we did not tell her about her.
Yeah, that's true.
On your insistence.
That's true.
Raedra has entered the initiative tracker. Okay. So, that's Hiram, as you Raedra goes to rush past you, and outside, as Raedra steps out, Hiram, are you following?
Yes, I am.
So, as you all kind of step outside, you notice that the Raedrans are starting to push back the loyalists. As Raedra kind of steps out into the courtyard, she holds herself up against the doorway for a bit. She shakes off the Alaphon's magics for a moment, and then she looks up and Magnus! She shouts, and like Magnus runs over and "Your Highness!" he shouts. As he, like Agatha and that, step out the way, she looks to him and says, "Renna, she's a moon elf. She's somewhere in the camp. Find her," she says. And he, yes. And he looks around and he heads inside. "Hiram," he says, and he runs past you and up the stairwell, heads up the stairwell onto the ramparts for a better view. And yeah, Raedra looks to you all and you have my thanks, Warhounds, she says. And as she looks over and say the loyalists are starting to be beaten back. "Let's finish this," she says. as she says that, as she says, let's finish this, I require not draw. A perception check from everyone.
That is a 9.
20.
10 for me.
15.
Oh, mine didn't show.
Oh, how weird. Hang on, let me.
I think it was a 10, but I don't know.
A 16 for
Oh,
Slate.
that's 16. That's what I'm. That was what it always was. That's good.
So, as Raedran says, let's finish this. Badger, you're the one who notices a shadow, a large shadow, pass overhead, accompanied by a
That's
And-
the last thing we need right now.
and you watch as
Oh.
overhead you hear
Nope. We hear nothing.
Oh god.
as a red dragon swoops down from the skies, breaches flies down from the canopy over to you. But Badger, as you turn and look to see this dragon kind of flying over the walls of the fort, you also notice, Balthazar, you notice a second dragon
God.
What?
flying in from the other side,
Nope.
from the west.
No.
Yep. Rage quit time.
I'm sorry, two dragons.
Alright. Thanks, Dan.
That's
See
illegal,
you
Dan.
guys next week.
Cool. So, the
just
red
wanna give you
dragons
some-
have entered the initiative counter.
Can we
And
get
as-
feedback like mid-session? 'Cause
As
it's a
you
big no from
look up,
me.
you can see that on the back of the dragons are the same yellowish mottled skin creatures riding on the back of their draconic mounts as they swoop in low. Draw.
Stroll is going to use his keen senses to start sniffing for Renna.
Okay.
So he has a advantage on perception checks. So 14.
It is even with a 14. The smell of fire and burning fills Jewel's nostrils, and he can't find her.
In that
with
case,
that.
Jewel will then run between everyone, especially as the dragons approach.
Okay. Slate.
Can I,
There you go.
can I ask what Renna was wearing, or
Last
was
time
she?
you saw
I'm
her,
guessing.
last time you saw her, she was unconscious in her tent in the ill-fitted tell swords. Where?
As before she was wearing the tell sword thing. What was she? Was there anything kind of distinctive that she had on?
Apart from, like, the most distinctive thing about her was that she was a full-on moon elf, so had that kind of almost shimmery, very light blue skin.
I need a specific item here. I'm looking for apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. I don't really know if I can trust the tell sword outfit that she would have taken off the minute that she could get out of it.
Okay, tell you what, let's give you a fighting. Oh, okay.
Ooh. I didn't even roll that.
No, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. But tell you what. Because I meant to click this instead. Beg my pardon. There you go. If I could have a
Thank
history
you.
check, please, Slate.
Thank you. I'll give that a shot.
Oh.
9!
Unfortunately, you cannot
What?
remember anything in particular that Rena had that would single her out.
Okie dokie, well, I will just go with the locate object on the Tell Sword helmet.
Okay.
So, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind. Oh, that's a bad idea. Certain kind of apparel. That's a really bad idea. That was a waste of a whole thing. Anyway, it's happened now. Like, hey, what
So
does
was it
Tell
the
Sword
helmet?
do?
It can locate the specific helmet she was wearing, though.
It says it can locate the nearest object of a particular kind.
I
Unless
mean-
you know... Oh, but mind you, it is familiar to me because I
It says
wore
that
it.
you can locate a specific object known to you.
It was because it was familiar to me. I wore
Yeah.
it as well, right? Like, I was wearing it, so it is familiar to me.
So, so as you do the ping, you hear the ping go off in the tent that you left her in near over where Badger is standing.
Badger's currently standing like this.
It would seem that she is
How
not
could she
wearing the
be?
helmet.
Boo!
Anything else,
Boo.
like?
I'm gonna boo loudly to everyone.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna run over to Badger because now I need to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do.
I mean, Badger looks... Yeah. You're welcome to do that. Badger does look like she's about to start running off in another direction.
Is she about to start running off the right opposite way back?
Quite possibly not.
I'd love that. It's like, again, it's like Emmeline arrives just as Badger goes, nope! What do you owe?
I mean, we could have a very quick chat before I go.
Okay, so she was there.
Not anymore!
Okay, where is she now then?
I don't know. I'm going to look. There are dragons.
Wait. Oh, yeah, I can see those. Do you know what she was wearing before she was in the Tell Sword outfit?
Do I?
You do, yeah. She was wearing a war wizard uniform when she was trapped in the bedroom.
She was dressed as a war wizard.
Okay. Great picture there. I will work on that one. Thanks, Badger. Good
All
luck.
right. You too.
Okay, so Barents takes one look up at the dragons overhead, and begins snarling, and kind of wheels round the changelings and basically back kicks them into the middle tower for safety. Kind of rounds them in and blocks the door to save them from potential dragon fire. Badger.
Okay. Right, so Badger is planning to get up on the ramparts so she can do a bit more of an aerial sweep, because that's what it looks like Magnus is probably doing as well. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I've got 15 foot of movement left. My jump's height is 16 foot. Is that enough to get me up?
It is.
Okay, then I shall go onto the ramparts, please.
Okay, and you sproing up onto
Sproing.
the ramparts.
Okay.
As you jump up,
Yeah.
sat on the corner of the ramparts, dangling her legs over the edge of the wall, just wistfully looking into the distance, seemingly oblivious to what's happening behind her, you see a moon elf in an ill-fitted Tellsword outfit.
Yeah, okay, cool. Gonna, probably, dash over to Rena and, say, Rena, we have to go. I'll keep you safe.
As you run up to Rena and say that, she turns, looks at you, smiles. Oh, hello. How are you?
Lovely, very good. Let's go this way and talk. And Badger begins to pull Renna quite insistently back along the ramparts towards the tower over here.
As you begin to pull Renna, she looks to you, like she looks at you, like with a look of surprise, but then you see her just kind of wistfully look up to the sky and go, "Oh, interesting. What's that?" she says. You notice she's not looking in the direction of the dragons, however.
Right.
Third dragon.
No.
And
no.
overhead, you
no.
see a large silhouette. Some silhouette you've not seen before. But Badger, as you look at it, and everyone else, you peer up and see it, and this thing is huge in the sky. Badger, in your head, you hear, "No, it's her. She's here.
Who's here?
The hunter."
That's the hunter?
And 21, eh? Perfect. Badger,
What?
you, like Ezoured, you feel this this hatred, this anger welling up inside you, and you watch as a magical tear opens through the dimension door. Badger, you see this heavily armored figure step through, dragging a fiendishly wicked looking silver greatsword along the stones of the ramparts, and the figure stops, slowly lifts its head up to look at you, and I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Oh dear.
See you in 10.
Bye bye bye.
See you in 10. Hi, Carl here. If you are enjoying the episode, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you don't, I'll be forced to cast suggestion on you.
Hit the subscribe button.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Good to be back.
So, Badger, you are on the ramparts of the burning Fort Lymera. In your hand, you have the wrist of Renna, the moon elf war wizard, and a large alien ship has pierced through the clouds overhead, and through a dimension door has stepped a wickedly armed and armoured individual, and in the back of your head, Ezoured has said the words, "It's her." And as you look up, you see small sparks coming off the tip of the sword as the hunter who hates slowly walks along the ramparts towards you.
I was going to start dragging Renna back towards this tower. Is this fire just like on the ramparts? It wasn't there before.
Yeah, it's always been there. Just you couldn't see it because you were downstairs.
Oh. Right, that's fine. I'm still dragging her away, and I'm going to try and get her behind me.
Okie dokie. So you can drag her 15 feet, which should put her to there.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
cool.
Fine.
And the hunter turns and watches as you try to drag the moon elf away, and in your head you hear, "Stop. There is no running." As the hunter begins walking after you on the ramparts. "Don't make this difficult for yourself. Katya. You can see Badger has found Renna. Someone has appeared on the ramparts. There is what appears to be like this most bizarre looking double-hulled ship in the sky above you. There are dragons circling below it. What do you do?
I have no idea. What can I do? Oh, little bard that I am.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do? Luckily, the dragon behind you is like 60 foot in the air. It's quite a way away.
Okay, so you can see Badger with Renna and the mysterious person. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How far away is Mr. Hunter Who Hates? He is 50. 50. And that is far enough. Then, at second level, she will set off a psychic scream as she dissonant whispers, "The Hunter Who Hates," screams, "Stay away from her!"
Okay.
It's a Hail Mary, but...
Sorry, 2, 6. And you watch as the figure stops for a moment and then turns their head to look at you, like studies you for a moment, and you hear in your head, "Interesting."
Not recommended.
Well, he takes half damage. And I imagine Katya says, "Interesting?" How far is Badger? Badger is 55 feet. 55 feet. How far can I do this? 60 feet. I'm going to use my last bardic inspiration on Badger.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
Okay, you have bardic inspiration again.
Thanks. And that's my turn.
Okie dokie, Zumbo.
Yeah. So have I seen? Obviously, I can see the dragons and the big ship. Have I noticed the dimension door and the figure on the ramparts, or not?
I think you would have, yes. Especially like Katya's run past and done some stuff in that direction. So, yeah, for all intents and purposes, bear in mind they're basically 20 feet up, give or take.
20 feet up. All right.
You have cover.
Yeah, I think Zumbo will trust that Katya's got that one handled then. So he's gonna. I know. He's a poor judge of character.
Yeah, that's what to say.
He's gonna yell at the dragon next to Badger then. Oi, over here, you overgrown lizard! And lob some balls of water at it.
Okay.
Just trying to distract it from Badger than anything else.
Okay.
So 24 and then 17. I've got bless. So
roll it on the 17.
So 21 on the second then.
Okay. And as you... what's the range of your Eldritch Blast? 120 feet.
Yeah, long.
Oh, fine. You're fine. Yeah, it's about 95 feet away. So as you throw these two balls of water, the dragon tries to swoop, rears up, and these two bolts hit it in the chest, and it... as it's knocked back 20 feet.
I'm not necessarily trying to knock it back. It's up to you if it does, but... just trying to get its attention than.
Oh, you definitely did that.
Okay.
Cool. So you knock it back 20 feet. Badger, you watch as this dragon kind of swoops overhead as you wrestle with Renna.
So it's 22 force damage.
22.
And then bonus action, I guess. What is this? How tall is this well thing?
5 foot.
Okay, and it's very much boarded up, is it?
Yes.
Okay. I might. I think Betty will command the tentacle to start moving over towards the wall as well.
Okay.
Although I seem to be struggling to select it. Yeah, that's weird.
So, there you go. So sorry, what were you trying to move? Sorry.
Move the tentacle, but I don't seem to be able to. Ah, cheers. That's great.
Just there.
Yeah, that's fab. Thank you.
Cool. Perfect. Balthazar.
Yep.
You've just seen this dragon corkscrew through the air away from Zumbo. You notice that the other one has seen this happen and is banking hard to the left.
Yeah.
To its left.
I can't target either dragon, so I'm gonna move forward. It's on fire. Can I go here?
So just bear in mind, if you move over in any of the areas marked off, you take fire damage.
Yeah. Let's go here. Whoop.
Okay.
Can I target the hunter who hates? I've got 60-foot range.
So basically just add 20.
It's 40 and 20 up.
Yeah, fine.
I think that was right. And I'm gonna use Toll the Dead. Point my staff at them.
Okay.
And it's gonna make. I'm gonna post the noise here. It's gonna make, instead of like a deep bell sound, it's gonna be like a jingly bell, kind of like when you enter a shop or you press for reception.
Okay.
That's kind of that kind of bell.
No worries. Okay. The hunter passes.
Yeah, nothing happens. That is my turn.
Okay. On the walls. So Badger, as you try to drag Renner, like push Renner away as quickly as you can, behind the hunter. Badger! He shouts.
Don't be a hero, Magnus. Don't
We've
be a
got
hero.
this, Magnus, don't worry!
As Magnus runs up behind the hunter and sort of like grabs the hunter's cloak, and the hunter stops and turns to look at Magnus, and Magnus shouts to you, Badger, "Go, go!" He shouts.
You go!
The hunter looks to Magnus, and then in a blink of an eye swings the greatsword.
Holy shit. Oh shit.
And you hear him roar out in pain. As that happens, this red dragon behind the group, so it's 60 feet up. So this dragon here comes in, it banks hard left, brings its wings in tight, and dive bombs, flaring its wings out at the last moment, and demolishes the well under its weight as it lands next to you, Balthazar.
Is it not like shiny robots?
Well, you're the most illuminated, actually. In fact, it lands there, crushes the well, and lands next to you, Zumbo, because it saw you attack its ally. The other one will. So the other one moves 30 foot to there. And then it drops 30 feet. And you see it taking in a deep breath as it swoops towards you lot. Hiram.
First of all, I am going to act.
Mm-hmm.
Go save Magnus. No.
Yeah.
No.
And yeah,
Other
yeah, I
way.
do see that. And there's
you
literally nothing I can do about that. It's too far away. And there's a dragon.
You're hasted, remember?
I am
Yeah, you
hasted.
can-
There is a dragon. There's a dragon in the courtyard.
Oh well.
Tends to put a dampener on most plans, I find.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably gonna do a little weird step dance of like, oh, friends, but dragon, but friends, but dragon. And then he's gonna go for a dragon. Yoink. Actually, I think he's gonna look at Zombo and like, should we attack it or are we running? What's the situation here?
We need to get Venom out. We need to help Badger get Venom away.
So, on the back of the dragon, you notice that there are two Githyanki kind of riding on its back. One, the lead, like the pilot, if you will, has is holding an overlarge silvered sword in their hands, and the other, the one pillion passenger, currently has a crossbow.
Interesting. Can I start climbing on the back of the dragon?
You can.
Oh, what?
I think that's going to be a grapple check.
What?
Yeah, let's basically make it a grapple check.
Cool. What do I roll for a grapple check? Please don't say dexterity.
No, we're going to do that.
I can live with that. Okay. I can't live with that. That's a 10.
Okay, so as you rush
Hold
in,
that. No. Hold that thought. I'm going to use my inspiration to see if I can roll better than a 10.
Oh!
Please, for the love of God. 17.
Oh, okay. So as you run in, you see the dragon's tail swish towards you, and at the last moment, you put a hand out and vault over the tail, and then kind of grab onto it, and then
Can I use a tail to jump up?
Yes.
Yay!
So you are now successfully on the dragon, and there's the Githyanki at the back. Ha! Like makes a noise. The one with the crossbow makes a noise at you.
Greetings. Do I have enough movement left to actually attack them?
Yeah, you're hasted. Why not?
Excellent. I will like to punch them in the face.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Yeah, lethally this time. That's a 20 on. Which
That's a hit.
Yeah, which one guys has a sword?
The pilot, so the one up front. So between you and it, like you, the less armored one at the back is the one closest. Like is between you and the one piloting the dragon.
Okay.
So
He
yeah,
can
you can only really
take
get the.
17 damage.
Holy moly! Okay.
Then he can take 19.
That's the second hit. Yeah.
Excellent. Then he can take 14 damage
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
with a smite. So that
Yeah.
is 23 damage in total.
Mm-hmm.
Still alive?
Barely.
Awesome. Third one. That is a 13 plus. That's a 14. Unfortunately, that's a hit.
Okay. So you jump onto the dragon as you wail on this Githyanki. who's desperately trying to dodge with this crossbow. The dragon thrashes at the last moment, which makes the last blow go wide. But this Githyanki is just like you've put a gouge in it. Well, his collarbone. You can see the bone sticking out as it kind of hangs on for dear life. Anything else here, Ram?
God, no. I think that's actually one thing I can do. Is as a bonus action, I am going to heal myself a bit.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm gonna give myself 10 hit points back.
Perfect. Draw.
Draw's going to see a swishing tail, run, and attempt to clamp down on, as best he can. Nope. He leaps and the dragon, imagine, lifts his tail and goes, "Oh!"
Perfect, yes. So unfortunately,
it.
Draw goes under the tail. Slate.
So, I think by now I would guess because of Magnus shouting that I would be able to see the hunter that hates. She's on the top. She's on the ramparts, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will then do my final moonbeam, please.
Okay.
Oh! Great constitution, though. Damn.
Yeah, pretty good.
Oops, is that right? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
Fine.
Just the 7.
Takes half. Okay.
Oh, boo!
Okay, so, yeah, the hunter shrinks a little bit from the light, but then stands tall in it. Anything else, Slate?
I am going to walk away.
Okay.
In a safe away direction.
Badger.
Badger's gonna turn to Renna quickly and say, Renna, we're playing a game. The game is you have to hide in the tower over there. And she points at the tower over here. And don't let her, and points then at the hunter, catch you. But you're gonna have to go the long way round. Are you ready?
Renna nods.
Okay, go, quickly.
And Renna will... Is Renna in the initiative? Now she is. Renna will go with you. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4. Guess they're there.
All right.
Oh.
And Badger is going to run to Magnus and say, get away from him! Don't you hurt him! I'm not actually in the moonbeam, I don't think. I'm trying not to be in the moonbeam.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
There is space between you and the hunter, though, if you're not wanting to be in moonbeam.
Yeah, I don't want to be in the moonbeam. I want to be 10 foot away.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do some gouts of fiery flame at her.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna do an unarmed attack. So it's only a 16, but I think I get bless on top for what it's worth. So it's a 20.
That's a hit.
Plus
Okay.
value.
Yeah. 7 fiery damage.
Okay.
We're gonna do that again. It's a 15. Worth rolling a bless on it. Dunno. It's another. So it's a 19.
That's also a hit.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Plus value.
6 fiery damage, and then I'm gonna take my bonus action hit. It's an 18 plus some bless, so 22.
That's
But
a hit.
Does an 18 hit or would it have missed?
Dunno.
We will never know.
No.
9 fire damage.
That's almost 3 bless values, which is pretty good.
Right? Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so as you run in and like with three bursts of flame, they all impact the hunter, who rocks for a second. You hear a snarl from under their helmet. And immediately as you finish,
Yeah.
she
Boy.
swings again at Magnus, who, as a reaction, shields.
Yes. Good.
Very
and
good.
the sword, like you see, the crackling as the sword lands on the top of Magnus's shield. Renna has already run, and she stopped because there's some soldiers on the wall. The hunter then makes additional swings against Magnus's shield. But you can see Magnus struggling to hold the shield up. Raedra barrels into one of the dragons. She goes ham. For 20 damage as she rolls a crit, and then is knocked away by the dragon on the second attack. So that's Catcher.
Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20. I am thinking more focusing on Magnus, but not in a conventional way. Because we don't want Magnus to die. Although Magnus is strong-willed, isn't he?
You could just try and convince him normally.
We're in danger. He's he took exploding walls for us. No, he's a cleric, isn't he? So yeah. Oh, you had to give him like intelligence and wisdom, didn't you, Anton?
Say again?
Nothing. I'm blaming you for just building Magnus to be like everything
Cat resistant.
Catcher resistant.
Alright.
I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna attempt it because I don't really think I can do anything to the hunter who hates. She's going to issue a command to Magnus, or is she? I could have more luck if I push him off the wall.
Ooh.
She just sort of runs up, throws her hands out, and
Sorry, that was for the moonbeam.
okay. She's gonna cast a dissonant whispers on Magnus as she basically attempt to use her psychic energy to fling him from the wall to safety.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Magnus, just
All of this mental assault! So Magnus rolls a 22 and passes the save.
this is 12 non-lethal, so 6 non-lethal because she's not trying to hurt him.
Yeah, well,
You always have the ones you love.
As that happens, it's top of turn, isn't it? So let's go ahead. As Magnus stumbles... Oh, sorry, that was the wrong button. Hits against the shield. Anything else, Katya?
No, there's nothing else I can do.
Zumbo. There's a dragon next to you.
Yeah, there is. Okay, so first let's start with the tentacle over here. That nasty armoured lady is 20 feet up, correct?
Yes.
Okay, which puts her in perfect grabbing range for a large slippery tentacle.
What, 30 foot?
No, if he moves up to the wall,
yeah, okay.
it's just within reach of this tentacle to like come patting over the side and trying to grab her.
Okay.
So that'll be what Betty's doing. 17. Do I get bless on that?
You do. The hunter
Lovely.
also has an armor bonus for the crenellations.
Oh,
The defense of the rampart.
yeah, sure. Sorry. Okay, so 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
Nice. Okay. 8 cold damage.
Okay.
And its movement is slowed by 10 feet, if that matters.
10 feet. Okay.
Yeah. So that's bonus action.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I think Betty would have given a bit of a shriek of fear as this dragon lands next to her. And Zombo is engulfed in a cloud of inky darkness. And you probably from somewhere within this darkness, Hiram would certainly hear him go, I thought I told you to go before we left the bleeding cave. You know this never comes out of the coat. And this cloud of darkness is gonna run underneath the dragon and end up around there.
Okie dokie. Perfect. Anything else, Zombo?
No, that's my action, and sorry, it's not letting me place the template, but I want it to be
What is it, your...
darkness, so it's 15-foot radius.
15 foot. Where is it going?
On top of me. It's following me around, yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Colour that blue. Perfect. Okay, so darkness for you. Right. Balthazar.
Yeah.
As an aside, you can see the dragon in front of you. There is its throat is beginning to illuminate from within, and as an aside, you feel something start to click and whir inside you.
Sweet. I am going to Toll the Dead Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
The one I can see. Spells. Toll the Dead. Yep, there you go. DC 14 Wisdom save.
DC 14. Click. Passes.
Passes. Nothing happens. That is my turn.
Okay. Magnus takes a few steps back and swings at the hunter. Hits for 8 damage.
Yeah. Got one shot in. Pretty good.
And sort of so drops the shield, thrusts with the sword, pulls back in, and then as he finishes his turn, she
absolutely wrecked. No.
Swings, is hit for.
He can use Arcane Abjuration for that.
He can indeed, to take him up by 2. Okay, so yeah, he throws up a shield and the point of the sword stops on it and the hunter pulls away in frustration.
Woo!
The red dragon, so this first one, 30 foot, perfect. This one drops to the ground and
Is it targeting us, Team Dan?
yes,
well,
it is.
I would like
Drops
to use
to the ground.
my reaction, please.
And a torrent of flame comes from its mouth, and everyone in under the cone. So 2 of the Raedrans, Hiram, Raedra, Drool, and Balthazar.
I am on his back.
Yeah. Or Hiram, you watch as a blue energy field rips out of Balthazar, creating a dome around him. It stretches out 10 feet from him, which covers you and the Raedrans in front of him. You get +3 to your dex save.
I need that.
So these
Wait,
two.
so
DC. This is not good. This is a DC 17.
The red dragon rears up, shielding the riders on its back from the flames, which also includes you, Hiram. Raedra takes a hit though. Cool. So the purple dragons both failed. Balthazar, even with your bonus, that's a fail. Drool passes for 56 damage,
Holy shit.
or
Half that.
28 on a pass.
Wow.
Oh, that drills down to like 8 HP.
Okay, and as the two purple dragons are burnt up.
How's Balthazar looking? That's
That's right. I got good con, but that hurt, man.
Right, the other dragon reared up. It will then.
Disadvantage on those, Dan, unless it can see in magical darkness.
Oh. So Balthazar, Zumbo, as you hear the dragon move, and it seems as if it can still see.
Oh,
It still seems to know what's what. So it is relatively intelligent. So it's going to take one swing at Raedra and hit for 18 slashing damage. You can't see either, right?
Who? Me?
You, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, you can. Okay, in which case, you watch the frills on the side of the dragon's cheeks ripple slightly, and then it just turns to you, and even though it's not looking at you directly, it seems to know where you are.
Oh.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
Appears to have blind sight.
Great.
8 damage,
Yeah, okay.
and
Chomp.
19 to hit
Yeah, 19 hits.
for 23 damage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Hiram!
okay, well that was not good. I think I would like to
Oh,
continue
sorry,
what I'm doing actually.
Beg my pardon, sorry. The Githyanki who you put 3 sword blows into, sorry, I forgot they needed to as well. This Githyanki just yeets, just throws the crossbow off into the distance, draws a great sword, and like one-handed, because you've almost locked the other one off, just swings feebly on the first strike, but then uses the momentum to miss a second time. Right, yeah, what do you do?
I will hit him back.
Okay.
I mean, first things first, the one that is barely hanging by can have a sword to the face.
Oh, sorry, these actually everything's with disadvantage because of the darkness. So it doesn't
Yeah,
really matter.
although
Oh,
I do need to
dark.
pass a con save.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I can do
I'm
a con
making one as
save,
well.
no, Zumbo.
but I'm sorry.
And with a
Okay.
22, I still failed my con. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So all the blesses have
15.
gone.
Yeah, all the blessings are gotten.
Oh no.
Uh,
Okay.
so
That's rare. That's a 22. You fail a con save. That's
So,
much
How come it
Uh,
would fail?
it's
He took
half
56
quite a bit of
damage.
damage.
56,
yeah,
so it's
yeah.
half the B. I would have to get 28.
Zumbo. So yeah, your first con was a pass, and the second concentration is a DC 11.
Okay. Fine. Pass.
Okay, fine. The darkness is still there, Hiram. So, well, a 13's gonna miss as
Yep.
an aside, so no need to re-roll
Yeah.
that one. But yeah, your other attacks will have disadvantage.
Oh, amazing, guys.
just swinging in the dark. Ah!
Actually, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. Let's try. Fuck this. Sorry. Well, that got rid of all of my ideas.
There's unfortunately, three swings and 3 misses as this dragon thrashes around in well, the Githyanki and yourself thrash around in the darkness. Anything else, Hiram?
Can't do shit. That's me. Actually.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna hold on to that. Never mind. Just ignore me.
Okay. Drool.
Drool is in hopes the dragon isn't going to pay attention to a small dog. Peg it! Because he just got badly burnt and he is not having any of that.
The dragon lets you go. It is preoccupied trying to eat Zumbo.
It runs into the room and hides and whimpers.
Okay. Slate.
Okay, so, I am thinking if I can just... Yeah, I can do that without concentration. I would like to go forward towards... I mean, it's probably not going to really help much because, you know, it's a fire-breathing dragon, but I will do it anyway. Oh, wait. No, wait. Yeah. Here. No, wait. How far up is this dragon?
On the ground.
That one's on the ground. They're both on the ground.
Perfect. I will go here. I will do that
with
with
you.
my... Yep, thank you. I will go there and I will then cast... Well, I'll hold my hands out
Uh-huh.
and use Brilla's staff to cast Burning Hand.
Okay. As you point the staff and the green flames erupt out of them, they wash over the dragon. The dragon brings a wing up and shields itself and flaps the flames away and
Oh,
utterly
Did-
unharmed.
damn. Okay. I've actually managed to land it without
That's cool.
put it on
That's
myself, but that's not where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, the dragon just flaps the flames away. Anything else, Slate?
Well, I'll leave the moonbeam on the hunter. I will... No, I'll just stay here.
Okay. Top of round. Badger.
Right. Okay. I need to get this hunter off Magnus. So I think rather than trying to reason with Magnus, because he's being a big damn hero right now, she's gonna manifest Ezoured out of her wrist, but just to show her. And she's gonna shout, "Hey, you! Over here! This is who you're looking for, right?" And she's gonna try and lure the hunter away from Magnus and start booking it in the other direction if it works.
Okay. So you manifest Ezoured, who looks shell-shocked, and the hunter turns to look at Ezoured.
And yeah, is it working? Is it working? So she's gonna start.
She's looking at Ezoured.
So she's gonna start backing off with Ezoured and use her movement to start running back the other way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, plonk yourself where you finish.
5, 10. It's quite tricky to figure out because of the way it's...
Because of the... Yeah, it's fine.
I'm just going to go my full 40 foot around back towards where Renna went.
There.
Yes.
Yeah, the hunter watches you go, and then you hear in your head, "I don't even know who you are."
Well, why are you here then?
At the end of your turn, because it's the start of a new round, the hunter disappears from sight and reappears behind you,
Great.
with her back to you. And you hear, excuse me, could you get out of the way, please? Says Renna as she just on either side of these two fighting purple dragons.
At that point, using my action to dash, can I be next to Renna, please?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which case, end of turn, the hunter teleports to follow you, leaving Magnus behind.
Okay.
And then on her turn, oh, that's a big wall of text. You hear Renna.
Oh.
Oh, Renna tries, but you hear Renna, and she is lifted off the ramparts behind you, just clutching at her throat, and you see that the hunter has a hand out, and is what you can see the outlines of a translucent hand wrapped around Renna as it grabs her and lifts her off the ramparts.
Oh, hang on. How far away is he? Yes.
Are you talking about the hunter?
Plus 20 foot up.
I imagine as he sort of like reaches out, Kasia looks around for a second, sees the hunter reappear on the ramparts, take a step forward. So as he sort of raises, he screams, "No!" and casts a counter spell.
Okay. I need you to make a DC check.
Yep.
I say DC check. So it'd be 10 plus. Well, yeah. Your D20 plus your spellcasting mod. Oh no, Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So 1d20.
And the DC is
plus
14, right? Or 15?
Does proficiency count in this?
No.
No. So just.
Hey!
Ooh.
21. Okay. Renna chokes for a second. Badger, you hear a choke, and then she drops to the ground as the spell was dispelled. And the hunter, you hear her kind of growl under her helmet. At which point, the hunter stops. And Badger, you hear in your head, enough. She looks skywards to the silhouette in the sky, and from the sides you see a number of shadows drop out of the sides, and as they fall towards you, you see wings splay out as several more red dragons begin to unfurl from the ship above your head. And the hunter looks to you, tilts their head ever so slightly, and you all hear in your heads, This is fool's play. We can continue this game, or you can just give me what I came for. As the red dragons begin to descend. All piloted by Githyanki. Give me the elf, and I'll let you leave alive.
I'm tempted
What?
to.
Do not turn into Renna. Do not turn into Renna.
I mean,
That face. Look at that face. Hell.
kind of.
That's the face of someone who's just had a very bad idea.
Oh no.
I mean, on the plus side, you get to play Ren as your new character. You know?
I mean,
I can barely do the character. Because I have.
I mean, Badger's squaring up. She's not about to give Renner up.
Okay.
Whose turn is it now?
It is Raedra's. She'll just do some fighting with the dragon. Catcher. The hunter. More dragons off. It would. The ship overhead is the size of a galleon, and there are dragons falling out of it.
In the sakes of possibly, for the sake of possibly losing consciousness for just overexhaustion, Catch is going to look at the hunter and it screams, "What do you want?" And her eyes suddenly glow as she is going to attempt to, I guess, read his thoughts.
Okay. As you... Okay. The surface level thoughts of the hunter are contempt, is genuine, like, honesty and contempt.
So just to point on this is a concentration spell.
Yeah, oh shit, yeah.
Woo 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 woo.
Which means, Hiram suddenly gets hit by a round of fatigue. Sorry.
Oh! Oh, wow. Okay, thank you for that.
Sorry, I forgot it's a concentration.
First I get blinded, now I get fatigued. Anyone else wants to kick me?
So the hunter seems genuine in their request. All they want is the elf.
I've got nothing else.
And the contempt being the hunter will burn everyone in this fort.
I think Badger's too far away to communicate with.
Yeah, you won't be able to see Badger for sure.
Yeah, I can't see Badger, so I can't telepathically communicate with her. Yeah, Catcher's just going to sort of fall to her knees and just sort of... I think she's out of ideas at this point.
Okay.
There's dragons popping up everywhere. It's the evening of the purple dragon all over again.
Okay. Zumbo, what do you think?
Yeah, he's definitely wavering, but I guess he can't really see Renner or Badger at the moment, and they're his... Yeah, so he's going to make a defiant stab at the dragon in front of him. It can see me, can't it? So it doesn't... Yeah. It's not blinded. Okay. Oh, what a waste of a spell. Okay, 26 to hit. It's pretty good.
That's a hit.
Okay, great. So 14 plus 8, 21 damage.
21, okie dokie.
And then he's going to use his free disengage for being a scoundrel to run where he thinks Renner and Badger are. I don't know where the door is here. Oh, there we go. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Go to there, I guess. Is my bonus action... Oh, might have to go. A minute. Bonus action, the tentacle is going to start walloping this dragon. Just to slow it down. He's doing everything he can to basically buy Renner time to escape. Futilely, it seems. 21.
That's it.
Okay. Oh. Nope. Another 8 cold damage.
Okay.
And its movement slowed as well.
No worries. Okay, perfect.
And that's him. He's just shouting at. I guess he's shouting at Badger to take Venom and go. And that's him.
Balthazar.
Balthazar is he's got his hand raised. He's just concentrating on keeping his bubble up. So he's gonna go in here. And
Yep.
so actually, Hiram, or just Hiram now, has better AC, right? He's got plus.
And these 2
3 AC?
loyalists.
Yeah, plus 3 AC.
These loyalists have scarpered. Yes. 6 dragons now.
My turn.
Okay. Magnus just stands on the walls gawping at these dragons falling from the sky. The red dragons, the one in the darkness with you on its back, Hiram, takes, with a heave, takes off and launches itself 80 feet into the air, with you still clinging to its back. The others begin... actually, let's do 30 feet, because that's still in breath range. And then these all come down to 30 feet as well. There is a veritable swarm of red dragons floating just overhead.
Dan,
It takes
sorry,
3
out of
damage.
character.
Yes.
Because haze dropped, I can't move or take actions, which means I probably do fall off of the dragon.
Okay, that's fair enough. Probably saves you the falling
I mean, I
damage.
don't want to, but I'm just saying, like...
Okay, no, that makes sense, especially in the darkness.
The darkness has moved with me, if that matters.
Oh.
Has it?
Yeah.
I mean,
hold on.
probably not a lot, but thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Sorry,
Balthazar does
Balthazar.
not want to be here anymore. It's just.
Sorry, Balthazar.
It was
'Cause
all
you
very
were
good
there.
in the darkness, but now it's
Yes.
just.
It's focused on Betty.
We'll tell you what. Hiram.
I can't
Sorry,
move.
Hiram. Sorry.
So just skip me completely.
So Hiram, you are. So yeah, you've just kind of dropped down. You're on one knee. What's your response to the hunter's demands?
I mean, I just fell from the back of a dragon. I got hit by a wave of exhaustion. I can't think. I think Hiram is out.
Okay. Jules hiding in the tower. Slate. What's your response to the hunter?
Response to the hunter, as in
All I
them
want
bringing
is the
down.
elf.
Yeah, of course. So I'm going to move to the tower. Sorry, not there. I'm going to move to the place that's visible in front of the tower. There.
Okay.
For now, I'm just gonna say. Gonna then turn to Renna and just say, kind of proclaim loudly, like, "Oh, a tower! I wonder what's inside," and walk into the tower. Just to try and make it as like Renna-ish as I can.
It's quite a distance.
It's the best I can do.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, not the best I can. Well, it's the best I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, top of turn. Badger, what is your response to the hunter?
Badger's response is basically like, if you want her, you can come and get her. and she's going to basically try and body this purple dragon blade off the wall and carry on dragging, running with Rana around the ramparts away from the hunter.
Okay. In which case, yeah, you successfully body the dragon off the
Out
ramparts.
of the way, anyway. It doesn't have to be all the way off.
It's going to be off the ramparts, really.
Okay.
And the Raedran, oh thanks, as this purple dragon goes flying off. And you're just dragging Renner away, yeah?
Yeah, just running around as far as we can go. I'm going to dash. I may have to use a key point if that was an action.
Okay.
So, yeah, but just going to drag her as far as I can get her, basically. Or not drag. If she's running with me, that will help, obviously.
Okay.
So, how far can I get? Is she coming with me willingly?
Renner's playing the game with you, so...
Yeah. So I think I can get about that far with my movement, and then I can dash.
Yeah.
And I guess we're just gonna... The tower would be ideal, but actually she can just teleport directly over to us if I do that. So I'm just gonna keep going as far as I can along the outer wall of the keep, the fort. Can you show me? Is that as far?
Yeah. So where I've got it marked.
Okay. And if Renna can be with me, please.
Well, Renner can only go 60.
Well, I'm going to stick with her.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So Renner is going to go to there. Okay. So Renner's
I will
running
be
along the walls with you.
back with her. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I probably wouldn't want to be in. I probably want to be behind her, just sort of protecting her. So.
Okay.
Yeah. That's me done. Did I need to use a key point to Step of the Wind that? Like, was pushing that guy off the tower in action?
It would have been, yes.
Okay.
The hunter watches you go, and you've noticed that the hunter has stopped. The dragons begin.
Oh.
Have a Nobish sandwich.
It may well come to that.
Triangulating on you.
Cool.
Badger sandwich.
Super cool.
Because the hunter tires of these games.
Sure.
Whee! On the plus side, everyone, all the dragons are flying away. Cool. All the dragons. All the dragons have begun flying over, and some of them begin perching on the walls because you're only
Pity's
20.
sake.
Ooh. 20. And yeah, suddenly you find yourself surrounded by red dragons. And the voice in your head says, "You can run, but I will always catch you." Catcher.
I think Oh, I don't know. I guess what I can try is we could try another same thing as we did with Cave and Tor, but slightly. Imagine we saw Emmeline Slate's attempt to pretend to be thingy, so I guess. Oh, where's he gone? He was on the walls. He's not.
Forgot to move.
Oh, then I've nothing. I literally have nothing.
Okay.
I guess I'll just move up to not through the fire, around the fire.
Okay.
But up to this lot and basically just what do we do? And I will look to Balthazar and actually I don't have the I do. I have one final thing. I'll do a healing word on Balthazar for 5. Because he's looking pretty beat
toasty.
up. But yeah, I'm getting the sort of like Catch is going to be like, what do we do? No way can beat all these dragons. He wants Rena, and once he gets her, he'll leave. That's it. He seems pretty bleh about it. He seems pretty genuine about it.
Zumbo, what do you do?
Yeah. So I can't see Badger anymore. I don't know where she and Rena have gone.
You did see Badger up on the ramparts. It's just they're far enough away that you now can't see them.
And dragons have flown over my head after her. What, three dragons?
There are a grand total of 6 dragons overhead. 4 are circling around a spot, which is where you assume Badger is. You can see 2 more perched on the tower to your left, like the ruined tower in the middle of the fort.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just heading over to where. So that's 5, 10, 15. Well, I assume Badger is.
Where the gaggle of dragons is.
Yeah. I know, it seems like a crazy idea, but.
Oh god.
Yeah. So I'm going to head to there, peek my head round this archway, basically, and spying Badger. I think I'm just going to kind of go, Badger, it's time to call it. We'll get her back, but now's not the time.
Ooh. We can't give up on her.
They ain't going to kill her, otherwise they would have done it already. Which means we can rescue her later. But if we die here, no one's getting saved. I need my bosun. We'll go back for her, I promise.
Balthazar, what do you do?
This is a well, right?
It's a hole at the moment because a dragon landed on it.
Right. I'm just gonna go hide in here for a little bit, and he'll just go over the edge. Just hold himself on the edge and hide in there.
Okay. Anything else, Balthazar?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Magnus is gonna I mean he's buggered, isn't he? There's a bloody moonbeam in the way. Bloody slate. So yeah, Magnus is going to start coming back. He's gonna join you lot. He's gonna sprint down the stairs. He's gonna join you lot back down here. And he looks.
He does
red
have
up.
Misty Step though.
Oh, he does. Oh, okay.
He could go around.
I mean, in which case he's gonna bamf through the through the spell, and he's just gonna.
There you go.
He's gonna run up. The red dragons around you, Badger. You notice all of their gullets are beginning to glow.
Cool.
Hiram.
Yes.
What do you do? You're feeling peachier now.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling great. To be fair, he's probably just full of adrenaline at this point, ignoring the kind of a scratch at the back of his head, which is an incoming panic attack. And God, I can't even see Badger anymore.
She's somewhere on the ramparts.
Yeah, you actually wouldn't be able to.
So yeah, he's going to be looking at Balthazar,
Hiding in a wall.
Katja, and Raedran. Like, where are the others? Where is Badger? Where is Magnus?
Katja points towards the training ground. That way.
And you can see Magnus running along the ramparts.
Okay, he's fine. Where is Badger? Where is Slate? I don't know what form you're in, so...
Slate's that way. Raedra's that way. Not Raedra, sorry. Badger's towards the courtyards. And Slate went in there pretending to be Renna, but I don't think it worked.
Okay, and here is gonna start running towards where Katja pointed at Badger, thinking like Badger is not going to give up, so we better go and help. So...
Then I've turned off my glowing pages.
Okay, cool. So here, you're just heading over here.
Yeah, just as far as I can towards them, and that's it.
Okay.
You could dash.
I am tired. I am not dashing anywhere.
Jules cowering, licking his wounds. Slate.
I guess I'd go up the stairs. So that was what? 15. And then go up the ramparts to there-ish.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, wait. Yeah, that's right.
So just as an aside, you can see over to the far side there is Badger up on the ramparts, surrounded by red dragons. I'll tell you what, if I just do this now, because you all know what's up. Badger.
Hey, wait. Can I not move the
So it's like moonbeam.
Can I not? Yeah, can I not move it?
Yeah, you can do. How far are you moving it? 30 feet?
120 feet.
120 feet? Okay.
Well, I'm going to move it within 120 feet of me, which is here.
Dropping the moonbeam on the dragons. Okay. Boink. Cool. The dragons are now moonbeamed. Anything else, like?
It's going to be like, I'm still over here. As
You
right now.
move it 60 feet.
Oh.
And the range.
Well, then I'm not going to do that.
So the range is 120, and you can move it 60 feet.
Well, then I'm not going to move it there.
Okay. Well, you can get it halfway.
You can block Magnus again.
I can pin moon.
No.
God damn
I'll move it out of the way
Snakes!
just so it's out of... I'll move it out of the way so it's just out of the way, but then I'll move... Well, I'll just stay where I am, basically.
Okay, cool. Badger.
Badger looks around through all the flying embers and the carnage and looks up at the 4 dragons around her.
Sorry, just
What?
deletes that purple dragon.
Right. And does she see the hunter slowly advancing?
Yeah.
Yes, she does. And she in her head, she just says, Ezoured, what do I do?
Ezoured is uncharacteristically silent.
I've never let anyone down before. And she looks at Renna and just starts to cry. Because she knows there's nothing she can do.
Rena looks to you, is looking at the dragons in fascination. And then she looks down to you and wipes a tear away.
I'm sorry. We'll come back for you.
Rena looks at you for a moment and... What for? And Badger, as you look at Rena, you watch as the two dragons behind her swoop down, and one of them puts it, like, reaches out and grabs Rena around the waist with its claws, lets out a hoiks her up off the ramparts.
Badger just watches them go.
And they'll be 150 feet up before you do anything else. And as the other dragons stay kind of hovering around you as the hunter ponders along the ramparts, again dragging her greatsword, but this time leaving a thin blood slick along the floor as she walks towards you. And she stops, and in your head you hear, "That wasn't that hard, was it?" And the hunter lifts a hand up. The dragons all begin to disengage and kind of hover around, begin to float, like fly back up, flap back up to the ship above. And she leaps a surprising height onto the back of a dragon, and she's gone. And as you stand listening to the flames burning throughout the fort, you watch as the silhouettes of the dragons disappear into the silhouette of the ship overhead, and then you almost feel the intake, like the air kind of being sucked towards it as the ship and plane shifts away. As the rest of the warhounds, what do you do?
I think as the hunter was retreating, Zumbo would be shaking his fist at her, and you've not heard the last of us. You will see us again. That kind of stuff. Far too much bravado. And then just gives Badger a kind of a nod.
Badger, as you come down off the ramparts and the warhounds kind of gather around you, and you watch as the Raedrans begin to kind of pick themselves up, looking around. The loyalists that survived have turned and fled, especially when the dragons came. And you can hear excitement from the Raedran soldiers that the warhounds helped beat back the enemy forces. And whilst the Raedrans are quite relatively jubilant despite their casualties, you can't help but shake that kind of malaise off. Raedra approaches you all sometime after the fighting has stopped, and she looks at you. There's a softer, more sympathetic look on her face as she says, "Thank you for coming to our aid." What will you do now?
I think it's the most obvious thing. We're gonna get Renna back.
She nods. Are you are from Arabelle, yes?
It's
You're situated in Arabelle?
It's where the Warhounds was once situated, yes.
She nods. And well, I have a feeling that this war, this conflict has only just started, but you helped us and I will help you. Anything I can do to help you find this Renna, I will gladly give it, but I suggest you return home. I suggest you get some rest. Today was a trying battle. She pauses for a moment. Why were you in the King's Forest? Fortunate as it was, but why did you come here?
We were on a quest for our friend Slate. And she gestures to Direwolf. We were taking him to the Seven Oaks and he wanted to stop here for rest. We were just here by happen chance.
Anyone else? This Balthazar stuck in the well.
Are we all together at this point?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The fires are out. You're in the wreckage that is the command tower, the burnt out command tower. Was there anything else you were doing in the King's Forest? Any reason you initially came here?
Kill the bandits.
Bandits?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Raedran pauses for a moment and... Right. Well, she looks around and she notices in the corner there is a half-burnt crate of tabards. I suppose you'll need some sort of proof to say you've done this.
Yeah, I guess one finger would do us. Probably well enough.
Yeah, one finger each, yeah.
Raedran looks to you and hands you, gestures to the box of tabards, and you notice that they've all been adapted to, instead of the purple dragon of Suzail, it has a dragon skewered by a vertical sword with a red stripe across the middle. Take the tabards.
I guess these will do.
There will be proof that you've slain the bandits. Are you... If we need to call on you in the future, will you accept the call?
Depends on what the call is. If it's for this stupid war you've decided to wage, we'll have to see.
Very well, she says. I trust that Magnus will know where to look to find you.
And where will you go, Your Grace? I think it's probably safe to say your position here is compromised.
She looks across the burnt out fort. Yes, I think you could say that.
I hear Waterdeep's nice this time of year.
I'm never one to run from a fight. You know that. And she looks around and I think with what's about to happen, the people will need all the support that we can give. But we will also need numbers. So I suspect we will have a look around, try and find a city that is favourable to our cause, that is pledged that hasn't pledged to Ezoured, and go from there.
You may want to try Neverwinter.
I'll bear that in mind, Miss Donahue.
Raedra.
And that conversation kind of plays on your minds on the journey back to Arabelle. And Badger, I can only assume that the thoughts of what's happened still linger, as the kind of the bustling noise of the World Serpent Inn kind of ring through your ears as you enter in through the blue misty smoke, having unlocked the secret entrance. And the cries of "Oh, welcome, my friends!" shouts Mitrofa as you make your way in.
It's a few days later, right?
A few days later, yes. The journey to Arabelle is uneventful. And Mitrofa, seeing you approach you, "You're back so soon! Please see my friend up in. He's in his normal seat, and he can arrange your payment if you so wish," he says. And as you kind of head over to the raised seating area where the curious pit fiend who handed you the job was, you notice that the stairs are actually penned off. Sorry, no, beg your pardon. There's one of the waiting staff gnomes waiting at the bottom of the stairs. And upon seeing you, he...
"Oh, hello. Am I right in saying that you are the Warhounds?"
That is correct, yes. We are indeed the Warhounds.
Ah, very good, very good. Well, the gnome looks up, and the pit fiend is kind of leaning on the banister, looking over at you. The pit fiend adjusts his little monocle, like his little spectacles, as he looks down on you.
Well, in actual fact, you won't need to see the big man upstairs. Very, very unusual. The person who put in the job order actually wants to see the proof themselves. They recently arrived at the inn not too long ago, and they wished to meet you in person.
I see. Then please, lead the way.
Ah, absolutely. Yeah, but please follow me.
This isn't Minxie or Ferret, right?
No, just one of the serving staff. And as this gnome wanders off,
it's awfully terrible what's happening out there in the world. Did you have a good trip? You look quite tanned. Did you go anywhere nice?
The fire's hell. Thank you very much.
Does Balthazar still have soot on his face from the charring?
Quite possibly. This World Serpent Inn gnome kind of leads you through these winding corridors that kind of seem to double back on themselves, and so on and so forth. Eventually arrives at a relatively plain-looking door.
Now, the guests did have one request. Is that they requested the utmost discretion from us and yourselves. Paid quite a lot of money for a very, very plain room, I must admit. Very, very curious. Anyway, you'll find them just inside.
And the gnome does a intricate series of knocks on the door, and you hear a clunk as a magical lock opens, and the gnome bows, and then potters off back to the main waiting area.
Leader of the Warhounds?
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Stop nagging, Kate.
And she watches Zumba go past, she's like, alright.
Just push past Badrug.
So, Zumbo, as you push open the door, you find the gnome wasn't wrong. You find a very unremarkable, plain-looking room. You notice, looking around, that there are no beds. In fact, the only contents within the room is a table, a fireplace, and in between those two, silhouetted in the fireplace's light, is a broad-shouldered, armoured dragonborn. And as the dragonborn looks up at you, you can see the firelight glinting off the dragonborn's silvery scales. And seeing you just kind of standing in the doorway, Zumbo, you've walked in, but the rest of you presumably are still stood outside, and the dragonborn says, "Please, come in, come in. The door out there, please."
We hurry in, I suppose.
Badger goes in.
Sure.
Yeah.
Follow in as well.
And as you follow in, the door closes behind you. I understand that you are the Warhounds.
That would be us, yes.
Marvellous. Once you've stepped in, and you kind of take in the surroundings, apart from the table, the fireplace, and the dragonborn, the full plate wearing dragonborn, on the table in front of you is several bags of coin. You can see they're open, and there's a telltale glint of platinum pieces in the bags. Behind the bags of platinum is what appears to be a large black wooden chest. And the dragonborn looks to you and...
I understand that you completed the task. I believe the reward was 500 platinum, yes?
Yes, it was.
Definitely.
Catcher gestures quickly, like, do not say a thing. That's correct, sir. 500 platinum pieces. That's exactly how much it was.
Very good,
he says. As you kind of look at the 500 platinum instead of not gold, platinum on the table, as you take a couple more steps into the room, from behind the hulking frame of this dragonborn, you notice that there are two other figures standing with their backs to you, hooded from head to toe, cloaked from head to toe, staring into the fireplace.
You must excuse my subtlety. This is not something I'm used to doing as a brood of the silver dragons,
he says.
Understandable. You were... Obviously, these were some very difficult bandits.
Well, that in itself was a ruse. You see, I was aware that they were not bandits, but the circumstances within Cormyr are something that I find greatly troubling. And I worry that Cormyr is not in a position to protect itself, and perhaps powerful adventurers like yourself may be needed in these pressing times to steer Cormyr on the right path. For all of this silliness with Cormyrean fighting Cormyrean, when in fact there is a greater threat which is poised to strike at these lands.
Men on Dragonback, by any chance?
Sorry, yes, Tilda?
Oh no, that was Hiram putting up his hand and said, "I'm really sorry. This is all very fascinating, and I think I know where you're going with this. Who are you?"
Oh, my apologies. My name is Vraxus. I have recently arrived here from the east because I have been tailing the threat which now stands poised to strike at the heart of Cormyr, and it is curious that you mention dragonmen. Perhaps there are more than one threat which Cormyr faces in its immediate future. I understand that you have already met
And the Dragonborn thinks for a moment.
a vanguard of this foe.
And he reaches forward and opens the black chest in front of him on the desk, on the table, and kind of tilts it forward to you slightly. And inside the chest is the head of what looks like a squid, an octopus. And those of you more inclined towards nature recognize that it is not a squid. Zumbo, in fact, you look at Betty. It doesn't look like Betty. And it dawns on you that this is the head of a mind flayer.
Cormyr knows not the plans of the Illithid, which lurk in the shadows. So, I ask you, will you join me and my companions in rooting out this devious threat?
You got any more of this platinum stuff?
As you ask that, one of the figures, like they're humanoid shaped, but makes a dismissive grunt.
Before we answer you, sir,
Yes.
are you going to introduce us to your guests?
The Dragonborn looks.
I can hear their thoughts, but I don't know who they are.
The Dragonborn peers at you for a moment, and
Ah, yes. The matter of my companions. It would be reckless of me to go after my quarry without formidable allies at my side, and clearly Bahamut blesses me with great fortune. I believe you have met.
Shana?
Hello, Badger. It's good to see you.
When I first met Shana and informed her of my quest, we realized we required the prowess of a third. A stranger to these lands, I asked of Shana who she thought would be suitable for this task. Whilst not a great conversationalist, I am assured of the highest quality of swordsmanship. Allow me to introduce Gabriel Imelinar, former coronal guard to Ilsevel Miritar of Semberholm. And you must be the Warhounds. It's good to finally meet you.
Nope.
I love Zumbo just... What?
I mean, it is 500
yeah.
platinum coins. I mean,
Yeah.
Wait, hold a minute. Wait a minute. We killed this guy. This guy
was-
dead. We killed him twice.
congratulations, everyone, on completing session
What?
13.
Awesome.
Welcome
Oh, Jesus
to
Christ.
level 9.
Hey!
Ah, thank God.
Nope. Did not turn into firewood. Pretty good.
Thank you
Well.
for this extended
You're very
bumper
close,
episode.
What?
Very tense episode.
What is going on with this campaign? It's gone off the rails. You know, we were gonna do this whole King Arthur medieval tropey thing. And then you've got dragons, you've got mind flayers, and you're pulling this kind of shit. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm not. I'm leaving.
Again.
I'm leaving again.
Come back with a new character.
No, I'm leaving. Buffers are staying.
Yes, congratulations, everyone. I guess we will have to wait to see what comes of this. Being the end of level 8. The next session is going to be a Christmas-themed one-shot.
Family special.
Christmas
Christmas family special.
Yes, absolutely. To wrap the end of the year out with. By all means, if you have your characters leveled up to level 9 for next week, you can use those characters at level 9 for the one shot.
Oh, the mistake you just made.
Yes, once again, thank you very much for sticking around super late. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you all for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time for a Jigmas Carol.
Very good.
Cool.
Bye.
Awesome.
Good night,
Yeah,
guys.
everyone.
Take care.
Have a good one.
Good night, guys.
Bye, bye,
Bye-bye.
bye, bye.
And there we have it. With their time in the King's Forest behind them, the newly level 9 Warhounds look forward to the next step of their adventure, which will allow them to see how the fallout between Raedran and Ezoured is affecting the nation at large. We'll also find out how the Warhounds will react to their new ally, Garabrail. Make sure to catch the original Story So Far video in the playlist if you need to get up to speed with the story behind this deadly Swordmaster. This is our first big story milestone, so if you've made it this far, you have my sincerest thanks. Please give the video a like and let us know your favourite level 8 moment down in the comments. Over Christmas, I'll be putting the final touches to all the previous sessions, as well as future sessions being available as podcasts, which I hope will allow more people to enjoy this campaign. Additionally, the new project I've been teasing will get an announcement after next week's Christmas one-shot. If you want to watch more of our weekly videos, you can find one right here, and if you like what we're doing, all you need to do is hit the subscribe button right here. As we look forward to level 9, stay safe, and may the realms endure.